Alright guys, so last week we fixed the radiator fan on the Mark II. This week we're going to check for vacuum leaks because the idle's been going up and down, kind of hunting. And I read on the forums that one of the reasons why it's doing that is because it has a vacuum leak somewhere. So tonight we're going to make our own smoke tester with these materials right here. So let me just go through them. So that's a used pickle jar with lid. Make sure it's the glass type. Some old socks that are you don't use anymore. A drill. A Bic pen or similar. Electrical tape. Hand pump. Some baby oil. And a soldering iron. A disposable glove. A piece of hose. And a ring clamp. So how do we make a smoke tester out of all that stuff? Stay tuned and find out. Alright guys, so here you want to drill a hole, push the soldering iron through, and start securing the edges with some electrical tape. You do this so that no smoke will escape the jar later on. Make sure to cover all the edges and do a good job. Then you drill a second hole, and through this hole you'll be pushing through the pen cap. Here I'm using a punch along with a hammer to encourage the pen cap to go through the lid. Use whatever method you like. Next I use my vise and put the pen body on it. Basically cut it with a saw and got the innards out. Then you push it through a third hole through the lid and basically do what you need to do to make the hole big enough for the pen to fit through. And then you use the same technique with the electrical tape to seal the edges. Then you put your socks in, stuff them in there tightly. Then you douse them with the baby oil, replace the cap, and plug the soldering iron in. While you're letting the heat of the soldering iron react with the baby oil, disconnect the air box and the math. Then you place a glove over the opening of the intake air tube. Make sure to use the clamp to clamp it down, hold it on. And you use a pair of scissors to cut a fingertip off. Fit it over the hose and use the ring clamp to secure that together. And then basically you connect that hose to the Bic pen and connect your pump to the Bic cap and start pumping. And you'll be amazed to see that the smoke will travel through the duct, and if you have a vacuum leak, it'll start to rise from the vacuum leak. And here you can barely see it, but it did start coming out from the throttle body location. So I quickly disconnected my contraption and got to work on tightening that portion of the throttle body. I know that there's another technique out there for vacuum leaks. I think Eric the car guy covered it, and basically you spray carb cleaner over the suspect areas and wait for the idle to change. I'll try that next, but I'm not going to record that. But I just thought that this is a pretty cool thing to try and build. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to keep up with the progress of the Mark II, I upload weekly videos, so you make sure to subscribe. Feel free to check out our other videos and check us out on Instagram as well. And as always, fake it till you make it. God bless. Peace.